Well, that intro took a little longer than I thought it would. Welcome to Versus. I'm John Marr, and that's Will Cohen. We've been doing this ITN thing for a while, and we have a ways to go yet. We're not. This is going to be like the remainder of the year for us anyway. So we noticed when we did Clown Motel last week that when you go on Tubi, there's a way more Clown Motel movies than there should be, and to the naked eye, it looks like they're connected. They are not, but there are a ton of Clown Motel movies. So we're taking a break from ITN, and we're doing more Clown Motel. But before I play this hot trailer, Will, how you doing today?
Yeah, this is definitely a detour and a half because these movies are definitely a detour off of every single path that makes you wonder, where the fuck is the path?
Yeah, we've lost the train of thought of everything. But this movie is called Clown Motel Vacancies, and it's part of a series. So here you go. That's right, free to watch on YouTube. It's definitely worth the price of admission. Made for less than $1,000. I mean, I've done worse things for free. I
have too, but I actually look back on those things fondly. I think I'll look back on this one, wondering if I can actually sue everyone involved for this for my soul back, because it didn't even just take my time, it took my soul.
I will tell you at what point in the movie I gave up on the movie. It is maybe 90 seconds into the movie where they're driving past street signs that have been computer generated over the top of it. And the first sign they pass says Clown Motel Next Lext. Not next left, L-E-X-T, next Lext. And they left it in the fucking movie. It's like, what the fuck? You're okay. That's not even me getting into the problems with the plot. Next Lext is just right there on the screen for multiple seconds. And they went to post-production and they're like, yeah, that's cool. We can't afford to run this through any shitty video software, any free video software available, and change that X to an F. Let's just leave it. Next Lex. Yeah, this is who we're fucking dealing with this week.
Hey John, if we ever stop being the Beers, our new team name is going to be Next Lex.
Next Lex. Yeah. We're both going to retire, sort of, and then come back as Clown Motel Next Lex. That is the name of the team. Jesus Christ. And I'm going to get my huge plot bullshit out of the way too. How is it all of these low budget movies, the plot is hey, this is another Rob Zombie's my king. Let me just kind of shittily pay homage to Rob Zombie again, because this is just another fucking House of 1,000 Corpses bullshit. But at least then they're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and it makes sense. And they also overpower the local law enforcement. But in this movie, it's a regular ass suburban New Hampshire looking fucking town. And this bullshit, sociopathic, psychopathic coven of clowns is just fucking murdering everybody that comes to the motel. Where the fuck are the police? Where's the goddamn FBI?
Also, we're going to go into this more in detail, but if you're going to call this movie Clown Motel, shouldn't you, spend time at the fucking motel?
He definitely leaves. The movie follows. There's a couple. I didn't even do the service of remembering their fucking names. Let's see.
Shane and Tara.
Shane and Tara.
I wish the only reason why I know that is because I wrote the drinking game.
Yeah, Shane and Tara.
How's it going? How's work?
I don't understand what's here's the premise. Tara and Shane are going to a wedding, or Tara's going to a wedding, but Shane has to do something at
her sister's wedding. Sister's wedding.
Shane has to do something at his job that can't wait. And wait till you hear what he has to do at his job, because it's fucking stupid. So, and they drive they're not even going far away. They drive to the edge of town. You drove the whole thing. It takes place in a town. What the fuck? Like, you make it sound like the place is like 1,000 fucking years away. They drive like, you see the fucking town, and there's a plot point where he runs out of fucking gas. You could walk back to the fucking town. Like, give me a fucking break.
Fuck, come on.
Whatever.
And he does. And
Yes.
he does.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
He literally walks to the back to the town.
By the way, Tara's pregnant and Shane doesn't love her. I want to get that out of the way because Shane has some girl in town that is less attractive than his girlfriend.
Who is her, who is Tara's co-worker.
Yeah. And that scene is the best. Like, where he goes over her house and she immediately offers him wine, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then she comes out in like the ugliest lingerie I've ever fucking seen. With like a jacket over it. It's like this.
Yeah,
it's like Borat's bathing suit.
The sweater that she was wearing was actually more appealing.
Yeah, it's Borat's bathing suit with a jacket over it. She comes out wearing, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Whatever. And then it leads like the funniest plot point because like she's like, nuzzling up on him, and she smears lipstick on his collar. That old freaking from the whisk ads of the 1980s.
Wait, you have lipstick.
Smears lipstick on his collar, and then on his way back to his pregnant girlfriend that he left in the motel, he runs past a girl who had been stabbed in the woods, and he gets her blood all over him.
Fuck, what the fuck?
And then when he goes back to the room, fuck the blood all over him, she notices the lipstick on his collar. You could have just said the dying girl got the lipstick on your collar, but he's like, oh, no, honey.
Which he did. He essentially said, this is blood, and somehow she doesn't believe him.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest time to have an argument saying, going, hey, there's a woman who's dying, possibly dead now.
Yeah. But why is there lipstick on your collar, you cheating schmuck? Oh, by the way,
I told you if I got fucking blood over me.
What's that lipstick?
His big work thing was he was gonna sell a fucking car. Like he works at a car lot, and he needed to be there in person to make a sale.
What? Are you serious? What happened?
They found a cheaper deal elsewhere.
And you didn't match it?
If I'd done that, we would have lost money.
Like, you don't.
Except that it turns out he doesn't actually have that job, that he was actually fired before the trip.
Fair enough.
Because he was supposed to sell, because allegedly he was supposed to sell the car or make some kind of deal beforehand. The deal fell through right the day before the trip. He got fired from his job and didn't tell Tara, but he told his mistress.
Yeah. But Clown Motel, there is a Clown Motel. So like the thing, like, again, I cannot stress like how constricted the geography is in this movie. Like, it is like they make it sound like they're driving hours away, but they do fucking not. Like, they are literally like, it's like the distance from me to like the edge of my town. It's like, oh, here we are in the middle of nowhere on the outskirts of Allentown, Pennsylvania. I'll never make it back home.
You know what this feels like, John? This feels like that's that like ridiculous little scene in An Unexpected Journey where Sam goes, "This is the farthest I've ever been outside of town," and then Frodo, it's as if Frodo just said, "Okay, well, there's a clown motel right there. Let's just stay there."
Exactly. It's the Fellowship of the Ring. It's their first. It's the one day of travel. That's as far as they've gotten. And remember, they're hobbits. They can't walk as far as humans can, so it's not that far away.
No.
So he leaves. They go to the motel. He leaves her there. It's clearly creepy as fuck. Like, it's like they go in there and like, I mean, I've seen way creepier, but it's just like they have a TV running for some reason, just playing weird TV shows,
which I guarantee are like other is like at least one other movie that this company put out.
Yeah.
Well, you know what made things better?
What?
Because they have the rights to it.
That's what they always do, right? And then we meet Daddy. Daddy is the head clown.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to Clown Motel.
He just looks like fucking Larry Fessenden's less successful younger brother, I guess. Like, that's what he looks like.
Like, if you ever watched one of the last Patton Oswalt specials, he talks about how some like birthday clown showed up, and he had to have been from Barely a Clown Productions.
He just walked out of the woods.
This is exactly what Daddy, what Daddy is. He's barely a clown.
Yeah. And then whatever. They give him a room, and then like it's cash only, but he gives him the room for free, and he'll just get the cash in the morning. Really weird, just like minor things have to get done. Shane leaves Tara in the room. Shane doesn't make it to the car dealer. But he reverses course and doesn't have sex with his mistress. Then he goes back, runs out of gas, finds the girl in the woods, and then we're just going at a breakneck pace now, because now there's like 6 clowns and they have knives.
Well, one knife at least.
Oh, isn't there a scene like where like she's in the shower and the clown breaks into the room? Get this, the clown like breaks into the room. They cut the power while she's in the shower. He hides under the bed. Right? But then you never see the clown leave the room. So that clown is just under the bed. Like even when the other clown rushes in the room and attacks Tara and Shane, that clown is still under the bed, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Shane gets stabbed a bunch. Like a lot. Shane gets stabbed a lot.
And somehow, somehow he's able to rush in, kind of like save the day. Bring a gun. That's obviously a cap gun, because like you hear
poop poop.
Like you hear
shit.
Like eventually, Tara manages to get the gun and shoots someone, but it's like the cat. It's so obviously a cap gun. Someone like might as well have just been off camera yelling "bang," and it would have been more convincing than this gun.
Boom. Yeah, and so let me think. So who are the other clowns? There's like the girl clown.
There's Red. There's Red, the ginger bearded one who doesn't actually want to do it. And
he's like, I guess, what's the word? He's cognitively compromised, I feel.
I don't want to do this, but I have to do this.
Because he has a childlike demeanor.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Then there's the one female one who Daddy refers to as Mama, but that's his daughter.
I think her name is Trixie as well, according to the whatever here that I'm seeing. And then there's Dusty, who is like he's the loose cannon. He's the go-getter. He's basically, if this was a high budget level production, this is Walton Goggins' character.
Wait. Okay, listen. We didn't want to do this, okay? He made us do it, okay? None of us wanted to do it. I didn't want to do it, and he made us do it.
Yeah, but it's not. So it's this dude. And they just there's a lot of infighting. They're upset that the childlike one, Red, doesn't want to go through with it. Tara gets away from him by just begging for her life. Oh my God, I can't believe that worked. And then did they kill him? They shoot him, right? Or they stab him?
No, they stab him.
You'll never make a mistake.
They stab him, and then Shane does his second win hero thing. He gets stabbed like 80 more times, and then finally dies. He gets stabbed as much as Mason Gooding gets stabbed in Scream 6, but he dies.
Yeah.
But he dies. This guy does. And then she gets the gun. She
shoots the girl. She shoots
Dusty.
She shoots Daddy, but Daddy somehow comes back to life.
Then she stumbles onto the road and flags a car down, but in the car there's just 2 more clowns. And this one clown has the freaking cannulas in his nose, and there's another clown. There's too many clowns.
Yeah,
and
there's 3
take her
clowns in
back.
the car.
Yeah.
Somehow, and then of course they abduct her. Keep in mind, at the very beginning, when she checks in, Daddy gets on the phone and goes, they're in room 13. We never understand why they're doing this, by the way.
Yeah.
So they take her and her unborn child into the hotel. She has her baby. Like it cuts to a year later. She has the baby. We have no idea what's going on now. Somehow she's able to get her handcuffs out, kill the two clowns who were there, take the baby and run, and then daddy like peers out of the window and then roll credits.
Yeah,
That's
so
literally the movie.
it's not an ITN movie, but it feels like it. And then there are 2 more of these at least. So I think this story is going to continue as Tara and her baby make it away, but Daddy is still there. Oh boy, I'm excited. So let's talk about ratings, I guess. I forget what you rated. Go first. This is just...
I'll go first.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, obviously this wasn't this is bad. Like this is like really bad. Like Clown, like at least Clown Motel Spirits Arise or whatever it's called, at least had structure. At least it was very clear that they had a plan. It's very clear that they had a screenplay. This film very clearly didn't have any of that. John told me before we started taping this, would you believe that this was made for $1,000? It's like, I'm surprised it was made for that high. I believe I gave this a half star, a half tape.
Right. Now, I guess I'm a little more lean. I gave this a full tape. Why? I don't know. I put a gun to my head. I could not give you a reason. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. And we got to see that girl with her sexy lingerie. So, you know me, I'm just a sucker for plain girls wearing Fredericks of Hollywood, I guess. That's me. I hope she brought her own outfit to the scene. Obviously did not spend, there was not a lingerie budget. That was from her own collection, I'm sure. Full star for that scene. That's hot sex scene. That'll do it. If you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. The Letterboxd challenge is still up. You can go there and check that out. Next week, I don't know. There's some confusion. So there's 2 more movies in this franchise. There's the Clown Motel Vacancies Daddy, and there's Clown Motel Vacancies 2.
Okay, so I'm going to interject here. I'm going by the dates on Tubi. So the direct sequel to this, allegedly, based on the premise and based on the year, is Clown Motel Vacancies Daddy. And then, for some reason, it's Clown Motel Vacancies 2.
Who cares? Why does it need to be a sequence? And the weird thing is, like, I read the synopses to both the movies, and it seems like they're very similar. So I don't know if like they made Daddy and they're like, you know what? My aunt gave me some more money. Let's remake Daddy as Clown Motel Vacancies 2. We'll find out. We'll have watched them prior. If we have to do them both, we'll do them both. If we have to do them separately, we'll do them separately. But whatever. Anyway, the schedule here on the channel. Monday is Versus. You're watching it. Tuesday is Why Liv Loves Horror. And like, wouldn't you fucking know it? That girl is the most popular person in my family, which makes sense. Her last video got 2,000 views, which is berserk. Then Wednesday, Aaron Unwinds. He's having a good time. Thursday is the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge Along show, which we're doing now, where we just talk about what we did. Friday, Why We Love Horror Trivia. Horror Jeopardy's coming back, plus something else. I don't know. There's matches. There's a match. Who gives a shit? You'll be there. And then Why We Love Horror happens whenever I say, because we watch movies and we do it. We don't want to have things sit on things. We want to get right to market. But again, we appreciate you stopping by. I'm John Marr. That's Will Collin. This has been Versus episode 59. We'll see you next week with Clown Motel something.